Hello, I'm FBX and welcome back to the Minecraft Updated Aquatic video. Today I want to talk about the 1.13 update, which is of course going to be the next update for Minecraft Java Edition, the updated Aquatic. It's so close now, we can basically smell it because Minecraft updates clearly have a smell. And today I wanted to talk about all the features that have been added during its very extremely long, 8 to 9 month development phase, where we've seen a bunch of new features added, which are all great. We've seen a new food type added, and that's wonderful. But the really surprising thing about this update is how many new blocks is added to the game. People were surprised when they found out Minecraft Bedrock Edition had 45 new blocks in the Aquatic update phase 1. Well, this full update Aquatic for Minecraft Java has 67 to 69, debatably, brand new blocks, and in today's video I wanted to show them off all one by one because it sounds unbelievable. 67 blocks in one update, but it's true, this is the most new blocks in one update ever. Let me show you all of them and talk about how you get them in today's video. So please give it a like if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let's know you do enjoy these sorts of videos and want to see more of the crazy things about the update Aquatic. And let me just quickly also clarify, we're talking about the Java Edition 1.13 update. Some of these blocks and most of them will likely come to the console edition, but we don't know more details about which type of update Aquatic that will be, whether it's based on the Java or based on the Bedrock, so this will probably apply for most Minecraft consoles too. Just keep that in mind, just a probably, not a definitely. But with that said, let's get straight into the very first blocks I want to talk about, because it's new types of wood. So wood has existed in Minecraft for a very long time. You're familiar with your wood and your planks, etc. However, a block you probably aren't familiar with, unless you play too much modded Minecraft or you play people who get stuff into the maps, is actually Minecraft using bark blocks. So yeah, this is a type of wood which has technically existed in Minecraft for quite some time, but it's actually accessible in the game now. And in case you're curious as to what it is, it's a 6-sided wood block. So on all 3 sides, or on all 6 sides, if you look on the other side, you'll be able to see that this thing is going to be entirely, just the outside of wood, and it's really useful if you want to have that consistent texture on every side of a block. It looks really great in every single combination, and it's made by crafting 4 of the regular log together. So yeah, there is a brand new bark block found in this update. They changed it for a little bit to make it less useful and more ugly. They fixed it back now, and the full update will launch with the regular bark block in 6 separate varieties. So that's 6 brand new blocks added to the counter, because I know about the counter it sounds impossible, but again, that's 6 brand new blocks. Let's talk about another 6 brand new blocks, which are the stripped oak logs. So these were one of the earlier features added in this update, and basically if you approach any wooden block with an axe, you'll get the stripped version instead. So if I go over to these trees, for instance, even though it's literally still on the tree, a little bit unfair, you can strip the bark off the tree and you can make it a stripped oak tree. So as you can see, it looks very different, has a kind of consistent pattern going up and down because you remove the bark and you've made it a thing. So again, you should be familiar with these. These do exist in every version of the update. There's no questions to where they're going to be coming, but they're a wonderful little new thing. If you want to have an entirely orange block, you can do that. Entirely black, that's wonderful. And then the third variant, so that's 12 blocks because we've got stripped oak logs, but we've also got, as well as bark, as well as stripped oak logs, we've got stripped oak bark, which as you can imagine is somewhere between the two. If you take a bunch of logs, then you combine them together to make some bark blocks, then you strip that block, you'll get one of these. So again, just to show you this happens right here, you can see I stripped the oak block, and then it turns into one of these, where as you can see it's got that same stripped texture on all 6 sides. So it admittedly doesn't go the same way because it literally can't on all 6 sides, but it is worth mentioning that if you want to have a stripped block but you don't like the fact that on some sides it shows this kind of inside texture, then guess what, the stripped oak wood is something that just came out and is here to save you. So yeah, that is 6 brand new blocks added. So we've got 6 types of wood, we've got 3 new varieties for every type of wood, that's 18 brand new blocks just talking about these right here. However, we've also got a bunch of varieties of prismarine, dark prismarine, and prismarine brick over here. So in order, this is regular prismarine, this is dark prismarine, and these are the brick varieties, because let's be honest, these are blocks that you mostly have because you went to an ocean monument, then you took the blocks and you're like, I'm going to do something with this one day. Well, now, in case you have been like, I wanted stairs, then guess what, you can now have stairs in Minecraft 1.13 and also on Minecraft every platform, because these are just kind of a universal feature. So the wonderful thing about these stairs and these slabs and etc. is the fact that you can now make more detailed builds out of prismarine. If you want to make an ocean monument themed build, you'll now be able to do that. You can just do basically way more stuff, having access to these blocks in the flesh. And the reason these blocks were added, because that's 6 new types here, so 24 total, because guess what, add 3 new types of stairs, 3 new types of slabs, that's 24 new blocks altogether. So yeah, the interesting thing about this is the fact that obviously, they want to add some more stairs and slabs to the game, but they just haven't been able to for the longest time. But they finally, let me just clear that web for you, they've actually finally in this update made it so they can add as many stairs and slabs as possible because they removed the block ID limit. And if you don't know what that means and you're thinking like, Toy Cat, what are you going on about here? Long story short, there's a limit to how many things that used to be able to go into the game, and they've removed that limit, which is why this is the biggest update ever. It has 67 new features because there's no longer a limit on how many things they can add. Next update, because they've already said they want to have a stairs and slabs update, they could just add 600 new types of stairs and slabs, like dirt slabs, dirt stairs, shulker box slabs, I don't even care. Speaking of shulker boxes, by the way, that is going to be block number 25. So again, this is one that technically doesn't apply for the Bedrock Edition and for the consoles, where we already have a default shulker box, but on the PC, they only had colored shulker boxes, which meant that there wasn't like a blank one for just looking like a shulker. So now, as of this update, they're adding this block to the game for the first ever time, which is shocking to me that it wasn't on the Java Edition, but that is a thing. Speaking of shulker boxes, because let's be honest, this was one of my favorite things back when it existed in Minecraft console. One of the cool things you can still do in Minecraft Java Edition 1.13 is stand on a shulker box and open it. You can't do this in Minecraft Bedrock and Minecraft Console Edition, and although it's not actually a big deal, it is a sort of thing where it's like, guess what? We get a new shulker box and we can stand on it to make it open. It's just a wonderful little animation, and I love it dearly. So next up, the 26th block is going to be kelp blocks. So again, if you find kelp in the ocean, then you dry it out, and then you turn it, you get 9 of them together, you can turn it into a dried kelp block. It looks something like this, and I don't know where this is going to be useful. Maybe you see this and you're like, yes, that's the block I want. But I think most people look at it and go, that's the block that looks like, that thing that I might vaguely be able to never use ever again. So, yeah, that's the truth behind this block to me. I feel like it does have some potential. They had a better texture at one point, but I think this one's more accurate. And basically, long story short here, is there's a new kelp block, but you might not be able to use it. Speaking of kelp, by the way, kelp and seagrass are actually the two questionable blocks in this update. That's why we'll get to them later. But let's talk about the non-questionable blocks, because everyone can agree these blocks right here are new. These are 5 variants of dead coral, and although they look suspiciously similar, because they're all grey and out of life, the fact that you have different patterns can theoretically be used in different ways. So we've got 5 new blocks being added right there. Add it to the pile. We've also got new turtle eggs, which technically come in 4 variants. You could argue that's another 4 types each, so really we go up to another 73. But let's just say turtle eggs are 1 block, but they come in 4 different variants. There's 1 turtle egg, 2 turtle egg, 3 turtle egg, 4 turtle egg. And yeah, as you can see right here, that's 4 turtle eggs all in one spot. The icon looks way better on the Java version, but that's another new block in this update. They've also added conduits to the game for the first time. Again, conduits, really wonderful late game feature. I've shown them off so many times that I don't want to do it again in this video, because I feel like if you've seen the conduit thing, you're like, Toy Cat, this is the 5th time you've shown off conduits. I know you think they're cool, but stop. But yeah, again, I've shown off conduits in other videos, so if somehow this is your first one, I'm sorry, you can check one of those out. But yeah, conduits, they're a really cool feature. They're one of the best things in this update. But because I want to move on so that people don't think I'm talking about conduits too long, let's talk about sea pickles, another great feature in this update. Again, come in 4 variants: 1 sea pickle, 2 sea pickle, 4 sea pickle, 3 sea pickle. And yeah, the wonderful thing about these sea pickles is the fact that they light up underwater. You can't see it from here, but you can see it from the coral reef over there, where they do spawn naturally, which is a nice little thing. Speaking of coral reefs, where they spawn naturally, guess what else spawns naturally in coral reefs? It's the coral block. So here is another 5 new types of block. There's blue coral, pink coral, purple coral, fire coral, and yellow coral. I did colors, but then I did like the thing there. Basically, there's 5 colors of coral. They've all got funny names, but you don't need to learn the names realistically. Just call them their color. Then we've also got coral the plant. So this is blue coral plant, pink coral plant, purple coral plant, red coral plant, yellow coral plant. This is like the Poke Wrap or something at this point. Then we've also got, as you can see, coral fans. They go on the sides of blocks, not the top. Honestly, these are just like, I see why they need to exist, but to me, it's like, I'm never going to care about those in survival myself. Hopefully not, at least anyway. So that is 15 brand new blocks right there alone. Add that to the pile, so we've got like 20 types of coral, because 15 alive coral, 5 dead coral, all of those types of blocks right here. You can see that counter's going up pretty seriously right now. Add to the pile one more time, because we've got some petrified oak slabs. Again, these are a block that you might not believe are different, but to show you what I mean here. As you can see, this is me trying to break an oak slab, and you might think, Toy Cat, what are you doing so horribly wrong to make it take that long? But because this is a petrified oak slab, the best way to mine it is actually with a pickaxe. You can't use an axe to mine it, because basically the idea behind this slab is it won't catch fire. It's basically a stone slab that looks like a wooden slab. And in case you're curious as to why that exists and why it doesn't exist in Bedrock, because it's kind of a silly idea, it's for people who want to have the old oak slab, because for the longest time, one of the longest running bugs in Minecraft was that when you mined a wooden slab, it would sound like a stone slab, and it would take as long, and you'd need a pickaxe to do so. And basically they fixed it for those people who like that. You can now find petrified oak slabs. They're kind of silly, they're kind of pointless. They look exactly like an oak slab, and honestly, you could just believe I'm trolling you right now, but trust me, this is a very much real block added in this very much real update. Next up, we've got packed ice over here. So, sorry, we've got blue ice over here, which is made from 9 packed ice. You can also make packed ice now from 9 regular ice. That was the new feature in the update. Oh, wow. Two weather events in one video. What a wonderful, delightful show we've got here. So this is a brand new block also. So 2 brand new blocks. Another brand new block is the default pumpkin. So now when pumpkins spawn, unless you actively carve them, they'll just look like this. Again, this is how a pumpkin fun fact, when pumpkins grow in real life, they don't have faces on them. I was shocked too, but now you have to shear the pumpkin face onto them, just like this. When you do that, you get 4 pumpkin seeds, so it's actually a pretty good deal because you still get to keep the pumpkin. But yeah, now when you find pumpkins in your Minecraft world, they look like a default pumpkin, not like the scary face pumpkin, which makes sense, I get you. It's just also a bit like, really? Is that a thing? And yeah, the answer is yes, it really is a thing. So that is another brand new block, the default pumpkin. Add to those blocks the 5 new types, because there's 6 types here, but these 3 types already existed. There are 5 new types of pressure plate, 5 new types of trapdoor, 5 new types of button. These are definitely coming in whatever update on whatever platform you're about to download. They're already in the Bedrock, they're about to be on the Java Edition, and they should be coming in the Console Edition update. So, as you can see, 5 buttons, look how wonderful that is. Realistically, they're going to make nice pebbles, maybe a blood pebble. I don't know what you're going to use these for. 5 pressure plates is nice. It gives you more design decisions when you're making wooden-based stuff. And then the 5 trapdoors, I really like some of these. I think the fact that this one doesn't let you see through it is nice. The fact that this one lets you see all the way through it is potentially useful. And yeah, basically, long story short, this is sorry, the one that I'd recommend the most, just because it looks the most authentic. It'll blend in well, and I liked it a lot. So that is 15 brand new blocks, bringing our total up to 67. I hope there's a counter on screen, and I stopped paying attention. It's a post-editing thing because that's how fancy we are over here. But let's talk about the 2 blocks that might make this 69. Because again, I tried to count every single block that I think you would consider to be a block. However, this is right here a kelp. No, this is seagrass. Sorry, this is kelp right here. As you can see, when it grows extra tall, it's the kelp. I get the 2 mixed up because I'm terrible. So, assuming you're not terrible, you won't get them mixed up, and you'll know this right here is a kelp block. They grow super tall. They'll grow all the way up to the surface of the water, like sugarcane or something. And because of that, they're found in pretty big abundance. You can smelt them, and you'll get dried kelp, the new food in this update. You can turn those dried kelp into a block like that. But is the thing itself a block? I would argue it's a plant and not a block, but like some of the things in this video, like sea pickles, are they plants and not blocks? You can kind of argue that one, so like whatever you want to consider it, it's one of those. And then also, there is of course seagrass. So seagrass looks like this. As you can see, it's a very exciting looking block when you hold it in your hand. Like, this is just the best thing about the update. Like, really, this block exists to be held in your offhand. But yeah, so seagrass looks like this. It's not really the most interesting block in the game, but a lot of people are really excited for it. I don't understand them, but yeah, it's a block you can find at the bottom of oceans. It grows in 1 tool things, which look really ugly. 2 tool, it looks kind of nice. I could see this being used. And if you want to get some, use shears to get it. Is it a block? Is it a plant? Is it an item? Is it, like whatever you want to believe it is? Is it the smell of, morning dew? Is it the first love that you have in an autumn? I don't know how you want to see this block, but it is something that does exist alongside the kelp that maybe you think are real, maybe you don't think are real, but truth be told, it doesn't really affect me because I'm an internet video and it's about to end. So I hope you all enjoyed this one. Let me know if you think there's 67 or 69 blocks in this update. Again, you can debatably count these as well. So debatably, that goes even higher. Add another 3, add another 3. That means we could be at 75 blocks in one Minecraft update, regardless of whether you think, though, it's 67 or 75. Maybe you don't even think the conduit, you're like, oh, it's only 65 to get. Wow, 67 is this real clickbait number, but 65 is fine. You can tell me what you think in the comments down below. Start a war. Wars are fun. Who doesn't love having a fun little debate with other people in the comments? But yeah, no, seriously, please do like it if you like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do like this sort of thing. Share if you really liked it. Subscribe if you're around here. And for now, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope that the Aquatic update on PC didn't come out before this went live, because otherwise it seems confusing that I'm talking about it in future tense. But because right now I'm in the New Zealands, and I'm hoping that you don't forget about me. So thank you very much for watching today's video, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.